Y'all, we are here at the BET Media Room. BET Awards 2025, the Media Room. I'm here with Kenyon Dixon, R&B superstar. And I was sitting here off air trying to just get my life together. And in real time, he watched me just give up on my hair and just everything. Now, I look amazing. Let me just say that.
100%.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you. But I gave up because it's hot.
So that was going to be the reason that I gave you
Yes.
that it was okay because it's hot in here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate. Wait, what's okay? You say my hair look bad?
No, I'm saying that you felt like giving up because it's too hot.
It is, y'all.
It's too hot to have patience right now.
There's so many people in here. I feel like I'm at a family reunion. There's a lot of black people in here. I love it. But man, it's hot. But anyway, welcome.
Thank you.
How you feeling?
I'm hot. Other than that, I'm amazing. I'm doing well. Yourself?
Yes. So what have you been doing so far for the BET Awards weekend in preparation for the show?
Having to find something different to wear every day,
Yes.
and I'm tired.
Yes.
So we going.
What outfit number is this? Outfit number
Probably like 3.
3.
Yeah. This
of
outfit.
the day of just
No. Just
Oh.
I've been trying to pace myself. But
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what are you looking forward to most this year? There's a lot of big names being honored, nominated, all of the things. I feel like we are celebrating history with, the 106 and Park reunion this year as well, too. What is Kenyon looking forward to?
A couple things. Obviously, the nostalgia of 106 and Park,
Yes.
the classic BET as we know it, seeing those moments and how they're incorporated into the programming and the show. I think it's going to be interesting. Also, looking forward to my guy, Leon Thomas, killing it.
Oh, I was going there.
Yeah. I gotta see Leon, man. I'm rooting for him. So, I'm probably most excited for that.
He is nominated for Best Male R&B / Pop Artist as well. So I was going to say who you rooting for, who you want to win, but it's obvious.
Yeah, Leon, man, he's deserving of it. I feel like he's a diamond in the industry when you think about like quality of music and execution live, and you know what I mean.
Yes,
he's representing well.
How do you feel? Because people love to have the conversation about what R&B isn't doing anymore. But there are so many amazing R&B artists like yourself, like a Leon, that are doing so many different things, right? Does it piss you off when people have that conversation?
It doesn't piss me off anymore. I think I've taken a different perspective on it. But it can be frustrating when you realize that you're putting so much into something, and there's like a lack of recognition for the genre as a whole.
Yes.
Because I think every day online R&B takes hits because it's a hot topic.
Right.
So it's an easy point of engagement. We have all these takes with no real validity, and you just kind of, you got to look at it. But I feel like the proper way to fight the conversation is always to just keep putting the music out.
Keep putting out them hits. Now, I'm looking at a thread right now, and it's so weird being this close to the talent that we're interviewing because you can kind of like see what I'm doing and how I'm navigating.
It's all good.
But I'm looking at a thread right now by someone who posted. They said, Leon Thomas and Kenyon Dixon got R&B soul in a chokehold. They are top 3 R&B artists today for me. That statement, reaction.
It's
how
a
do
big
you
statement.
Feel? Huge statement.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's true. I think we're both putting out amazing music, executing that music live, making sure that fans are coming and they're leaving with an enhanced experience of whatever they know about us sonically before they get to meet us. And I think it's important to have people that advocate for R&B in that way because that's also a rebuttal to the oversaturated takes that we see about R&B not having exactly what they just mentioned. So I think it is important for stuff like that to be highlighted too.
How important is it for you when people come and they're actually seeing you live in show, right? Because that's another thing too that people like to talk about. Do we have R&B showmen anymore, right? Yeah. How important is it for you to put on a show? Or is it like more important for the mic to be on and you're singing straight to the audience and it's, the sit down type of concert?
It's all of it for me. I come from show business since I was a child, so there's a lot of I was a dancer first, so there's a lot of elements that I like to put into my show. I am looked at as one of like the singers, so that's always a takeaway and a concern. I make sure that mic is always on. Ain't no tuning on the mic. You know what I mean? It's y'all getting real raw vocals because I believe that's also the human experience. That's what we need. That's what connects us to music. That's why we love the music that we love, because we can feel it. You know what I mean? And I think you can only get that feeling by making it happen when you're on stage. But I do think even more than just being able to sing, I want people to get a show. You're paying money, you should be able to leave with something other than, otherwise you could have sat in your car and listened to this music by yourself.
Facts, for real. You said you were a dancer. What type of dancer?
So I started off hip hop dancing.
Okay.
Which got me into. So I started working with a company called the Kennedy Tap Company.
Okay.
And their main thing was tap dancing. I ended up tap dancing professionally for like 12, 13 years, maybe longer.
Wow.
And then I also studied at Debbie Allen's Dance Academy for a while.
Yo, you know what's crazy? When I landed here in LA, I turned on the radio. I do that anytime I go to a place. I just want to hear the radio. And there was a commercial on for Debbie Allen's Dance Academy. I think it's like a community day that they do or something like that. And I was like, it's so crazy how long she's been doing what she's been doing, and she touches the community still. Yeah. It makes it a thing to do that.
Yeah, and she's one of those like figures. Like she makes sure that she gives back to the community, and I think. She leads by example with that, because a lot of the people that she's giving back to comes back and helps her give back to the community. So it's like super reciprocal. I feel like somebody like just everything that she's planted is something that'll never die, because she's raised people the right way to come back and want to plant on that same soil. So
has she helped you when you shape like your craft, like your music, your performance, or is that a relationship that you guys still have?
Yeah. I mean, I don't talk to her as often. I was like a teenager when I was at Dada, but that's where I first kind of got into musical theater and learning that all of the gifts that I had could fit into one space.
Gotcha.
Because prior to that, I thought you only had to be a singer, only had to be a dancer. Like, so to get into doing, her productions and stuff like that, that showed me that all these things, you can still fully be the artist that you are and do all of this stuff.
Well, I mean, listen, the artist that you are has gotten you here, changing all these outfits. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So congratulations.
Thank you.
That was like a thank you. She just slid me a note that reminded me that you used to sing backup for Tyrese.
I did. That was one of my first gigs. I wasn't dancing.
Oh, okay.
No dancing, the sweet lady.
Okay.
Fun fact: Tyrese can actually dance, and he ain't told nobody that.
I don't know why I'm not surprised at that.
He can actually dance.
I'm really not surprised at that. Maybe because all his old videos were very like, even though he was just moving, it was very like, I don't know, he just knew how to play to the camera. It was almost choreographed movement.
It makes perfect sense. I used to see him do it all the time. But yeah, I started off singing background for Tyrese, went on a tour with a bunch of different people. I wrote a lot of Tyrese's music as well. I did a lot of the Black Rose album.
I actually enjoyed that album a lot.
Thank you.
I did.
Thank you.
I felt like, not to cut you off, but I want to tell you this because you wrote on it. Sometimes it's hard, and Tyrese doesn't have this issue, but for some artists, especially in the R&B space, it's hard for them to understand today, but still give us what we felt
100%
back then.
Yep.
And that album was great. The last project he just did too.
Yeah. Beautiful Pain.
Beautiful Pain was also amazing as well too. But that was a really good album.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
What songs did you write?
Sex Never Felt Better.
Okay.
The title track, co-wrote Hurry. No, I'm giving you the wrong album. I'm talking TGT, which I also wrote. Tyrese's album.
Manyan, just keep dropping
on Tyrese's album on Black Rose, I did Waiting for You. I did Don't Want to Look Back. Jesus Christ. There's like 2 other records on there. Gonna Give You What You Need.
Got you.
And there's something I'm forgetting. But yeah.
I got a song list for you right here. See, this is why I be having my computer in the interview.
Attic was the 4th.
Got you.
Yeah.
So you guys, since singing background from him, that grew into a relationship where, you then begin helping to write and things of that nature, right?
Started writing with him. I just did a show. He popped up at my show in Atlanta. Surprised me, which was like full circle moment, because that's somebody, we're also from the same part of LA. We're both from Watts. And so just being able to grow up watching somebody like that, just create that type of legacy for themselves, became like super full circle. And, Reese, ended up just kind of mentoring me, giving me a lot of games. So I went from writing for him to my own albums. I'm dropping another album literally on the 20th that comes from just the experiences that I've had being able to work with all these amazing people and getting R&B game like straight up. So
what advice does he give you about the R&B game?
He's one of those people, like, he'll hardly tell you anything directly. You just got to watch him.
Or you got to listen.
You got to watch him. You got to listen.
Words.
Yep. Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
And so he's one thing I've learned from Reese, he finds humor in everything. Like, I've never really genuinely seen him mad.
Okay.
Like, even in moments where he should be pissed off, for some reason nothing really bothers him like that.
Right.
And I actually aspire to be able to handle things that way.
Wait, you said nothing bothers Tyrese?
So I know we all know a different side of
it. Okay, yes, because the Tyrese we be seeing online, the My Shayla, IG Live.
And you know what? I feel like those are very specific moments, and most of the time,
anybody would be bothered by those things that he
100%
to his defense.
Rightfully so.
You know what I
mean? Those are the instances that would bother you, but I think he's such a he's just here.
Yeah, okay.
He's here, and so I think you can deal with a lot of crazy stuff in this industry. So if you can get to that point to where nothing really phases you like that, I think it's admirable.
I love that. Well, congratulations on the new music. Congratulations on the music you already have. I told you I have some friends who they make sure they date to your music. Yeah. That's how I found out about you.
I ain't gonna shout him out. I can't give his name.
Don't shout him out because I don't want nobody thinking they're the only girl that done, you know what I mean?
No, we ain't gonna set him up like that.
No, but make sure you let him know when the shows is coming up. And everybody out here, what do you have coming up?
So June 20th, dropping myself and Tyrese Martin were dropping a collaborative album called Come As You Are, which Nyla actually just played on the show.
Yes, Past the Aux.
Yeah, on Past the Aux. And we were just there. We just played a residency at Blue Note 4 nights.
Okay.
And so we'll be back to New York soon.
Okay.
But yeah, right now just focusing on getting that album out, getting that new music out, and getting back on the road.
Well, keep doing what you're doing, okay?
Thank you.
We're proud of you over here.
I appreciate y'all.
Thank you, y'all. This is Lauren LaRosa, Breakfast Club. Monday is the BET Awards, right? Monday, June 9th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure y'all tune in because R&B got something to say. Y'all been saying it. And the people are coming.
We're going to keep saying it.
Yes. We're looking up for Leon Thomas. What else you looking up for?
Everything.
Everything.
Just everything. Just a great night. Some great people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for joining me.
Thank you.
And y'all, thanks for tuning in. We out.
Wake that ass up. In the morning. The Breakfast Club.